Hello. So, yes, let's talk about Like a Dragon and why it's actually pretty good. I have quite some history with this game. I actually started it like a long time ago. I think it's pretty close to release. And I played pretty far, like half of the game. And then I just gave up. Because I'm a huge fan of the Yakuza games. But I always liked the fighting in them, and I didn't really like the RPG-ness of this one. And I think there was something frustrating in that for me. So I gave up. But then, like recently, like a month ago, when they announced all the slew of new Yakuza games, I was like, yeah, okay, I will continue. And I absolutely fell in love with the game. I love it. I actually think it's one of my favorites in the series. And that's pretty crazy for me to say, but like I disliked the fighting quite a lot. I got frustrated with it, and like it got sometimes too hard for me, so I had to grind a lot because you can't. There's some design things in the game, like you can't change the difficulty once you start the game, and I think that's like, how are you supposed to know if the game is too hard for you before you play the game? That's something strange to see in a modern game, but okay. But the characters, like, there's something about them. It's I think Yakuza games in general tend to be very positive, but there was something super positive with this game. It's like all the characters are super nice. Like, there's some things that happen, you dislike some people, but overall it's like it's like hanging out with your best friends, and it's super nice, and that kept me playing.
Hey, how's it going?
I have like a connection with the characters, like it's not spoilers, but very early in the game is like you start as the character. He's essentially homeless, and he starts to rebuild his life in like a completely new city, and that's actually, I've talked about this on my channel, but I used to be homeless when I came to Paris, and yeah, the characters are like 40 something, like gamers, because they're very, it's a part of the story is that they like games, so it's like all those things, like same as me, like 40 something, used to be homeless, loves video games. It's yeah, the parallels were very touching. Yeah, it's but yeah, that connection with the game, and also like what I love about in video games is just being in a world and just exploring. And I think I prefer like games that are set like in the real world, and Yakuza games are that, is they are like in a essentially there is no magic and stuff like that, and they always like are about like ordinary things, like something Yakuza game does so well is like dealing with like adult themes, and then I mean like more like sexual things, like this like the massage parlors and stuff like that involved in this game, and I love exploring stuff like that. It's super interesting. You don't see that done well in other games, but how they do them in this game and in Yakuza games in general is like they do it with like they don't want to like make fun of things. They're more about like a genuine appreciation of things, and yeah, I really appreciate it. It makes, that is what I look for in the Yakuza games, and I think more games should do stuff like that. And yeah, it's interesting, this game for me. It's like it went from no, I don't like it, I actually love this very much, and it might be my favorite in the series, if you can say that. And it's interesting because at first I was so disappointed that they changed direction to be more RPGs, but now I'm like, yeah, I'm hyped for Yakuza 8. And I was so disappointed first that they changed the main guy. But I like this new guy much better than the old one. Don't get me wrong, it's like he's iconic, it's the old guy, but good thing is in 8 you will play as both, so I will I do prefer when you play just one character through all of the game. So I'm not sure how big of a fan I am that they will do them both, but now it's like I'm super open to what they do. It's like they proved me wrong with this one, and I think everyone should give it a try. I think most people have that are into the series. Can't wait to see what more comes from them. Alright, so here's some coffee for you, and see you later.